Luxury Club, and I'm back with another video. I don't have an intro, as you guys already know, but first and foremost, I want to get into this eyebrow tutorial because this is a tutorial that I've been wanting to do for a very long time. Everyone has been asking me, how do you get your eyebrows to look like that? Oh my god, I love your eyebrows. So I decided to do a tutorial. So let's not waste any time. By the way, do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to click that notification bell. Guys, I'm gonna go straight into this tutorial. I am using the Nebula mattifying primer. As you guys already know, don't forget to use the discount code The.luxuryclub for money off your purchase. Next, I'm using the ColourPop Brow Precision Pencil in the shade Banging Brunette. This is my favorite ColourPop pencil. I'm going to trace the bottom of the hair. So wherever you see the hair ends, you want to start from there and make a straight line, basically tracing under the hairline. Also, look at the lines of symmetry. You don't want to go too far out and you don't want to start too early on. You want to follow where the eye ends and where the eye begins. And then you also want to look at the top of the brow and the bottom of the brow, but also at the peak, so you know where to trace your what would they call that? Your arch. Yes, your arch. So you would know where your arch kind of like goes. So I kind of look at where that is, and then I go ahead and create my arch, and I bring the pencil down into the line that I created on the bottom of the brow. Next, I'm going to fill in my brow, and when you are filling in, you don't want to go ahead and fill it in too harshly or just go ahead and just like shade it all in. If you notice, I'm brushing the hairs and I'm also going into where I see white. Anywhere that you see where it's like skin showing, I like to fill in that area so it looks like it's very much like hairy like, or it kind of feels as if like her eyebrows are full, but at the same time they're very much natural. Then I'm going to go ahead and trace the front of the brow. And notice in the beginning, I started at least a little bit after the brow because I wanted to make it look natural. So that is why now I'm going back towards the front. I'm tracing that and I'm giving myself some hair-like strokes in the front. And I brush that all together. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing on the opposite side. I'm tracing the bottom of the brow. And I'm brushing my hairs up and over. And I trace the top of my brows. Also, don't go too far up because then you'll have a thicker brow. I always tend to go thinner the better, because in my opinion it looks way better. Unless you want a thicker brow, then you can do so. But once I'm done with that, I am filling in and creating hair-like strokes. And don't be afraid to use your pencil. So I'm creating like grass-like hair-like strokes to mimic the hairs. And I'm going to brush that up and over. Next, I'm going to use a flat concealer brush. This brush is from my Luxury Club collection. It has not been released yet, so they are coming soon. These are just samples that I've been using. And I'm using a Tarte Shape Tape concealer. And I'm using like a darker shade, one that's closer to her skin tone, for the beginning of the brow. And I'm really taking my time and blending everything out as I go. And you want to follow that same line. Do not go above the line, but you want to go right at the line that you just traced for the brow. The reason why you don't want to go above that line is because it's not going to look really nice and neat. I noticed that when I go ahead and trace at the brow, it's way better. And once again, I'm taking my dome brush and I am blending that out. And that is a real technique, a real technique blending brush. And once again, I'm doing the same thing on the opposite side. The reason why I decided to kind of like show you guys both brows is because I want you guys to remember that brows are sisters. They are not twins. And you know, you just really want to take your time and try to get as perfect as possible, but they're not always going to be perfect. So don't kill yourself. Just take your time and really just go in and do your best. Notice after every time I trace my brows, I go ahead and blend everything out. The reason why I blend everything out is because I do not want anything to look patchy when I go ahead to do foundation or even eyeshadow. I don't want to know where the concealer starts and where it ends, and that's what kind of gives you that halo effect when you do your brows. So you definitely want to blend out the edges of your concealer so it looks very much seamless. And also blending out the front of the brows with your blending brush so that it doesn't look harsh or like boxy shaped in the front. Next, I'm going to use that same concealer brush with the same concealer, and I'm going to trace the top of the brow. Notice, like I told you guys before, I'm going at the line of the brow. I'm not going any further up or further down. So you just want to go directly at the line and just trace. Everything is like filling in the blanks kind of thing. And you know how like you have a color book and then you just kind of like fill in the shape or, you know, the character, and then you trace the character out with like a darker shade, or you like a darker shade of that same color. It's kind of like the same thing. And then I'm using like a thick dome brush. It doesn't have to be specifically any brush that I'm using. As long as it's thick and condensed, you can go ahead and use that to blend out the concealer so that you don't have a halo effect, and so that it doesn't look patchy or it doesn't give you like any flashbacks around your brows. Next, I'm using the Morphe brow gel. This is one of my favorite brow gels. It's not expensive at all. It's super cheap and it's very convenient because Morphe always has sales, and you know, they always have stuff available for purchase, and they actually comes in a brow kit, so you can go ahead and use that. I'm using that to kind of clean up her brows and make it look very natural. And I went in and kind of trimmed off those hairs that were left over, because my client did not have a wax or threaded her eyebrows. So I went and trimmed off the excess hair so it doesn't look messy. Next, just to give it like a clean finish look, I'm taking her face powder, and this is the Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Dark. I'm going to clean out that concealer. I just don't want it to be messy at all whatsoever, so I'm just cleaning off the edges of the concealer. And there you have it. These are her brows. These brows are super cute. You can wear them out. You can put on your favorite pair of lashes, and there you have it. Do not forget, guys, to subscribe to my channel for more videos, and don't forget to like and drop a comment on how you felt about these brows, and is there anything else that you guys want to learn. Bye. Thank you for tuning in.